Otis.
Faith Schuler is her name. Good luck spelling. How old were you when you learned how to spell your last name? Because it took me about 12 tries to send you an email.
What is that?
I do have a story. One time I gave my signature on a wall and forgot a letter in my last name.
See?
Bernie.
Before you told that story, I was going to call that the worst interview question ever. But since you did mess up your spelling of your name, you know what? I withdraw my complaint with Otis. I was going to call that the worst interview question ever. How old were you when you learned to spell your name? Was a pretty terrible question. But as it turns out, you did. So never mind. I'm going to step aside.
This is Weird with Otis and Bernie.
Welcome back to This Is Weird. Otis and Bernie. Last week we had some technical difficulties as I built this state-of-the-art studio in my house. And when I say state-of-the-art, I mean I took a coat closet in the front of my house.
Everything that Facebook Marketplace had to offer.
Amazon, actually.
Amazon? Was it Amazon?
I put it together for about $35, and then I got all the audio set up, and none of it was working last week.
Right. No, it was.
And
it
then we found
terrible.
We found out how hard it is to get a Wi-Fi signal inside of a closet.
Jeez.
So, but look, it looks nice. It looks nice. So that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
As long as it looks good on screen.
That's all. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Thank you for joining us. Right on the top, I want to tell you guys about something cool that we're doing for the Otis. The big game's coming.
The big
game. My Cincinnati. Am I allowed to say the name of the team? The Cincinnati professional football team.
They have
Professional
a
Tigers.
It's Bernie's favorite team.
Yes.
He's grew up in that area, and he has dreamed of the one day that they would actually win a playoff game, let alone make it back to the Super Bowl. Because
Whoa! We're not calling it that. For legal reasons, we cannot call it that. So that's why we're not
anything right now. We're just talking about the game.
Look,
but
the NFL is a highly litigious people.
Your favorite team is in the big game,
right?
And you've waited like 35 years. I mean, you were probably in diapers the last.
I was 11. I was not. Well, I was, but I was 11 years old. I was still in diapers, but I was 11 years old, which makes it weird. So it's been a long time,
man.
Since, and they're gonna go, and to celebrate, we are gonna have the Otis and Bernie, something we're calling the Otis and Bernie Superb Owl Halftime Spectacular.
It's gonna be spectacular.
It's gonna be great.
If you could imagine one of the worst halftime shows ever that you've thought of,
what are you doing?
It's gonna be along those lines.
No. We've got hip hop music that we're gonna play.
We're gonna go along with the real one.
We're gonna hip hop music. We're gonna break down the first half of the big game. We got to clear the highlights with the NFL. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to pull that off. We got to come up with a way to do that. We'll be able to check in with the real halftime show of the big game. I'm excited. I'm excited.
I don't know where you got all these rights, but I'm excited for it.
I got emails out. It's gonna be big. It's the This Is Weird Superb Owl. Spell it on paper, guys. Superb Owl. Look, it's a word play.
It will be on that special Sunday. It will be during the halftime show, but you can watch it whenever you want.
Right. Well, yeah. Join us on Facebook and Twitch and YouTube, the places where the video feed of This Is Weird is normally, and you can join us at halftime when we review.
I've wanted to know this all week. When I texted you, you're like, because I'm going back and forth. You're the type of person that if you're stressed out watching your football game, you do not respond. You're
to be
hard
fair,
to get a hold
it's not
of.
like it happens all the time. I was stressed out because it does not happen to me all the time.
So I didn't get a text back until they won, and you were like, "I'm wasted." Hell yes, basically.
What did you want me? How did you want me to respond?
You were stress drinking.
Let me tell you something. I was stress drinking. Let me tell you something. Let me break down the X's and O's for you. What kind of texted message did you want back from me? I was happy because my team.
We were bros talking about your team. I was excited for you.
Yeah, I'm happy and my balls are huge. Like, what did you want me to say? I had a lot of people text messaging me, a lot of people congratulating me because my team was going to the Super Bowl after a generation of people have not seen them win a game in the playoffs.
As if you actually had shoulder pads on and were in the game.
What do you want from me? Like, you're mad about the text I sent back when I was like, my team won, I'm drunk.
I'm
like,
mad that you weren't responding. I texted you like 30 times during the game, like, oh, that was a great play.
I had a friend over, and we were watching the game together.
Well, I was watching it by myself, and I wanted a friend to watch it with.
Christ almighty, you are
messages.
Needy. You're so needy. Why didn't you text me back? My team doesn't win ever. My team doesn't win ever, and you're pissed that you didn't get you time. Jesus Christ.
I get it. It took us 100 and some years to win a World Series.
You're a Cubs fan. And also, the Cubs got 7 games to do that. I got 1.
Well, congratulations. Do you have any Houday beer? Because I saw some people drinking the 33-year-old beer.
No.
That is called Houday beer.
Yeah, it was Hudipole beer put out Houday beer in the early 80s, and it was the thing. There is no Houday beer. Yeah, we're very excited.
One and chug it on this show.
We look on the halftime show. We might shotgun beers. I don't know.
Get a Houday.
A Houday beer.
It's got to be 30 years stale.
I will try to find a 30-year-old Houday beer and bring it to the halftime show.
Well, we digressed hard there. Yes, there's going to be a spectacular halftime extravaganza that you do not want to miss from This Is Weird. Yeah.
So COVID-19 is a thing that sucks. And it's
I literally just got over it. Like, it's been 2.5 weeks, and I'm still feeling things.
Yeah. Well, I had to get a test recently. And it was a Sunday, and it was one of those things where I was going to be hanging out with people, and I wanted to test before I hung out with people so that I didn't, because I had a contact with somebody. And so I opted to
That's why you're getting tested? Just because you ran into somebody?
I had someone in my family who I was a second contact with.
I just didn't know why you were getting tested.
No, I was just, she was in contact with somebody, and I thought maybe that she was in contact with me. And so I went out and I went to Walgreens and I grabbed the first COVID test I could find. Mm-hmm. And the ones that I like, the ones that are just like stick the thing in your nose and put it in the thing and that's it.
But wait, it goes in your nose?
Right.
I've been sticking it in the wrong hole.
No wonder you tested positive. This is wrong. This doesn't look right at all. I peed on this stick, and it does not work that way, apparently.
It feels really weird in that hole.
It feels weird. It's not an anal swab, no? No, so I like the ones where you put them in your nose, you put them in the thing, and then 20 minutes later you have a dash or 2 dashes to tell you what you got. Mm-hmm. So I grabbed the first COVID test I could find. There was not the ones I like, the ones I'm describing. There was a whole bunch of these, and I'm starting to understand why. I grabbed a couple of boxes thinking I'm just going to go home and do this and be done with it. The game was in an hour. My buddy was coming over. What?
In the process, do you feel like a little dirty? Is it like, it's like back in the day when you had to go get condoms and you were young? You feel you're like trying to do it secretly so nobody knows you're grabbing a COVID test. So nobody looks at me like,
I think he's got COVID.
I think he's got the vid.
I think Watch he's got that COVID. Guy. He's got
Doesn't it feel a little dirty? It feels a little dirty.
COVID and a morning after pill.
Why does he got a COVID test and some Skittles?
Yeah, right. So I got a COVID test and some Mountain Dew. And
yeah, because remember when you used to buy condoms back in the day, you'd have to get something else. You didn't just grab the box of condoms and go to the register. For some reason, you felt like you needed to add things. You needed to get like some candy, bread.
Right. Side tangent. I can remember a time in my life where I bought condoms at a supermarket, and it was the late 90s, and the use scan thing was fairly new. And so I bought them, and I don't have a problem. It doesn't bother me. I don't embarrass in that situation.
Okay.
But I had them, and they would not scan. And so the people had to come over. Right. It was it was 20 years ago. The technology was well past. We weren't to the technology just yet.
So you got to grab the teenage girl that's up there
right.
at the register.
She has to come over and see that I'm buying both condoms and Bartles and James. And
strawberry wine.
Right, yeah. So I can remember a period. I'm familiar with what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I realize that I look at the box, and the box says that it is app-based.
What?
Okay, you have to download an app.
No thanks. Oh,
and
that's
get
annoying.
the result of the thing. And so I'm like,
how does the app know?
I
It's
don't
the Bluetooth
know.
to the freaking pregnancy test?
I don't know.
Why does it look like a pregnancy test? Let's ask that question.
Right. You don't. Well, also,
when you
pee on
wait
it,
for the
you
two
get
pink.
yeah.
I don't. That's
You pee
annoying.
on it,
to
you
me.
get nothing.
Can we make it look a little bit different? Like I don't want to. I don't want to feel like I'm pregnant. Have COVID at the same time.
Yeah. So it's app based. You have to scan it, and the video comes up to walk you through step by step how to do it. Now,
That's
I
annoying.
already know how to do it.
They can subscribe below, and then
Right.
we'll tell you your test results.
You got to see if you're positive or negative. If you click
Some kid
subscribe
from
and
YouTube.
comment. So the
Some
thing
kid
is,
from- it's. What did you pick up? Little Ryan's
COVID test.
Is that what
Yes,
you
I did.
did?
It was Little Ryan's COVID test.
He comes up in a
There's
YouTube
another video of me unboxing a Little Ryan's COVID test. It's quite adorable. So it's app based, and I went through with the test. I stuck it in my nose. I stuck the chemicals in it. I stuck the thing in the card. I watched the first line, the control line come up, and then as I'm doing this, I am on Google. And I should say, let me back up. I went to download the app they wanted me to download, and my phone did not want to accept the app.
No, because it's a piece of shit app.
Right. So that's
You
like
just,
your
you just
phone
sent your
is,
credit card information to China,
yeah.
and you have COVID.
My phone is like, but the thing's like, we can't do this with your phone. I'm like, way to f up COVID. like this is a swish if you make COVID tests right now. You're selling a lot of COVID tests if you make COVID tests. All right. Like this is a no-brainer
You're in the
of a
hot market
business.
is
Like,
what we're
this is
saying.
a hot market COVID test. And you've somehow managed to complicate it to the fact that all I wanted was a result to see if I had
Look,
COVID. And you
2022
can't even tell me that.
2022, you're either in real estate or COVID.
Or COVID.
One of the two. You're making billions.
Look, Bitcoin and COVID. I want you to invest in both. All right, invest in COVID and Bitcoin. All right,
It's a bull. It's a bull. Throw it out.
Dogecoin and Bitcoin and COVID. All right, so I got it. So my phone will not accept the app, whatever sensitive thing it has to do to walk through the process of getting the result.
I was annoyed when you said you had to get an app. Like I think I would have just
I
taken
was
it back
also,
at that point.
but at this point it's Sunday afternoon and I can't do anything else about it.
You want to go awkwardly buy a different COVID test. Hey, can I return this? Because I'm not sure I have COVID, but I need this one sucked.
My COVID is broken. Can I have another COVID test?
Look, did you hand them the used
Right,
nasal
yeah.
thing?
This
Didn't work. This didn't
doesn't
work.
work.
I need another one.
I rubbed it all over my butthole and it doesn't. All right. So I go to get that. So I have performed the test. I cannot get the app to come in on my phone. I have the testing on my table. And what I see is a second line appear on the test. Now that's going to, in every other COVID test that I have seen or taken, 2 lines is positive.
Yes.
Right? We had a second, more simple COVID test upstairs. We've been stockpiling. And so I went and took the more simple COVID test. It showed negative. I now have what I believe to be a positive test and what I believe to have a negative COVID test all inside this half hour that I can't get this goddamn app to load on my phone. I call my friend who's coming over to watch the game and I say, Do you have a phone that's worth a shit? Can you put the thing on your phone and test and see it'll take the test and we can walk through it together?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to come over and I'm going to put the app on my phone and we're going to put your test in and see if it works. He comes over.
But then what if you have COVID? Then you exposed him. Now we're all screwed. He's got to go get another shitty
Well, I
COVID
wore a
test.
mask. It was a whole thing. All right. So
Okay.
I call him and he's got a new iPhone and he puts the app on his phone and we go through the thing. And now we've downloaded the app. It's correct. The app is on there correctly. The app wants to start at the beginning. The app wants to be at step 1, and it will be step 1. Get it out of the box. And you got to wait on them to take a minute to say that. Click continue. Then take this Q-tip and put it in your nose. Continue.
Oh, it's like one of the
This
damn
was
training videos at work where you're just like,
It
can we
was.
just get to the damn
It
point? I'm not
was.
racist already.
So we stood on my front porch for 25 more minutes and went through the process that I had already gone through for him to scan the code, the COVID test with 2 lines on it, and so that it could do its thing, and it comes back negative. But it was a 25-minute process. I was probably doing this for, I don't know, 90 minutes. I mean, it's probably 90 minutes from start to finish before I could figure out what this was.
I'm anxious and
positive or
annoyed
negative.
for you. I wasn't even a
I
part of
was livid. It was about 30 minutes before the football game started that I was going to watch with him. Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot.
So my point is, it's hard to screw up a COVID test. But whatever this company was, BD something, you've managed to screw up COVID testing. Good job. Nice work.
We had the simple ones. I just shoved it up my nose and then sat with it for 5 minutes.
That's the one I wanted.
Up,
yeah,
and
that's
I was
the
like,
one I wanted.
Babe, I think we're pregnant. I don't know what's happening here.
It's a boy.
It's a boy. That's the thing is mine came back with 2 pink lines. I didn't know if I was supposed to have a gender reveal a couple weeks later or what we were doing after that. Like once my symptoms are over, I can have a gender reveal, COVID reveal, something.
COVID reveal, yes.
People can bring me presents and stuff.
BD Veritor. If you get a BD Veritor test.
You really wanted to talk some shit about BD Veritor. If you'd like to sponsor the podcast, we could also use
BD their Veritor can eat me. How about that? And the other part is while it's going on, I'm trying to Google how to read the results of a BD Veritor test. And nobody's coming up with anything. Like, you must put the app on your phone in order to make it all work.
You gave all your information to China.
Oh, totally.
You don't even, they don't care if you have COVID. Totally. They're like, just tell me he doesn't have COVID as long as we have his credit card information.
Yeah, the next disease is going to be called Bernie. That's how much information they have.
Everybody at the Olympic Village in Beijing is using your credit card right now.
Got me a case of the Bernie.
Look, you and I both know how rough it is being parents.
Yes.
And do you ever
way rougher than women? Am I right?
We were just talking about COVID and the residual effects. Sometimes are what people are calling COVID brain. They're joking about it, but I literally had it this week. I couldn't think of words and things. Like the first early part of the week, it was just like I would blank. I would just be like, why can't I think right now?
COVID fog, long COVID. They call that long COVID.
And they also call it parenting because your brain does not want to function a lot of times as well. There was a TikTok lady who has gone quite viral because of her mom brain and forgetting her child's birth date for several years.
Now, I'm going to play this, and you say it's mom brain. I say it's because she's a little
batshit?
A little batshit. I'm going to say she's a little bit of batshit. Check this out.
Okay.
All right. I had to take you to the porch for this one. Here's a little story to allow all the moms of littles out there to maybe feel a little better about yourselves. Here's a real confidence boost for you, okay? Not for me. I just got off the phone with my pediatrician. She's trying to bill our last visit to our insurance company. Per my words, my son's birthday is the 26th. I'm his mother. I know his birthday.
Now, don't you get the impression that she has told this story 68 times already?
She has a very aggressive. She's very aggressive towards it.
A very
too.
aggressive
in her face,
storyteller.
She's like, listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. I know my child's birth date. Matt, let me tell you this. I've kind of gone through this before, but it wasn't my mistake. My insurance company had Kiki's birthday in wrong. My son, and we went to go to the doctor one time, and they sent us the entire bill because they're like, he's not on your insurance. No, he is. He's right here. They go look through all the systems. Somebody put his birth date in as like 00 or something, probably because they were just like, I don't see the right thing. 00 sounds great, So go ahead. But the insurance, I've had to deal with the insurance company tell me my child's birthday was wrong.
Yeah, but when you told that story, you weren't very aggressive. Like, you need to be more aggressive.
Got off the phone with my pediatrician. She's trying to bill our last visit to our insurance company. Per my words, my son's birthday is the 26th. I'm his mother. I know his birthday. The insurance.
Somewhere this was yelled in the floor of a hospital records room.
I know my child's birthday.
Let me tell you something. It is June 14th, and that is what it is.
Insurance company says no. His birthday's on the 25th. So she's calling me to, get that squared away. So, I'm about to call on my insurance company to let them have it. And I say, maybe I should scroll back Facebook to look at the birth announcement years ago to make sure.
Well, Facebook knows for sure.
Right.
Facebook, if you want to know anybody's birthday, Facebook knows.
Exactly.
So
also,
I lean on that as well.
If you have to keep track of your life on Facebook, keep better
I wouldn't
notes.
know anybody's birthday if Facebook didn't remind me
Keep
every
better
single
notes,
day.
I would say.
I just got done doing that. And his birthday is indeed the 25th. For 2 years, I've been celebrating.
Here's the
2
thing. I don't even.
years?
It's okay. Number one, the kid's 2. He has no idea. Number 2, I don't know who. I mean, it's easy to slip something like that up. I could see
For
if
2
you
years. She's celebrating his birthday
Okay,
the wrong
you've
day.
celebrated the birthday twice. You've never messed anything up twice.
Not my child's birthday.
Okay, it's this kid's second birthday. The first, when the kid was 0, you were giving birth. You were busy that day. All right. It might have been a little distracting. You might not have known what day it was, but it was the 26th or the 25th.
Right. Moms go through a lot of traumatic things at that moment. And
right.
I get it if you don't remember exactly what happened on that day. My wife will tell you she can't remember like Keekly coming out. Little
trying
things
to
like
push
what
this
happened
child
right
out of my body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I remember it pretty detailed, but she not so much.
Well, the thing is, mine's on my kiddo's on the 13th, and my dad's is on the 12th. And so
you got something
there have been
remember based on an algorithm in your brain.
But for the first little while, I had 12 on the brain before 13 really clicked in. Like I've always, it's always been a little. I've never screwed it up with an insurance company, but it's always 12 has always been on the brain.
I'm going to be real honest with you. I have to do math in my head to figure out all my kids' birthdays because Stella's is easy because it's 7/7. So it has a repetition. I remember that.
Right.
Camden's is I always have to think because it's 13/14. But I always I'm is it 14/13 or is it 13/14? So I'm always I'm flipping that around every single time. And Keekly's, I never remember what day it is. I wait for my wife to say Kiki's birthday's Thursday.
No. Okay.
Celebrating his birthday on the 26th.
Sorry, Keek.
And now I have to call my pediatrician back and say, you know what? I had my kid's birthday wrong. You want to know the worst part? The worst part. It's my middle child. It's my middle child. I have a mommy date with my middle child today. I love my kids, okay? I love my kids.
Okay.
They may not have their birthday celebration on the correct day, but they celebrate.
I see the crazy. I see a little bit of the crazy way.
You see the crazy now? Do you see the crazy now?
Why is she doing this entire thing on her Ring door cam?
I don't know.
Have a phone.
Look, I occasionally when I
talking to her own Ring.
When I'm upset about my children, I go scream at my front door.
Doesn't it look like she's screaming at her Ring door?
Their birthday celebration on the correct day, but they celebrate.
Christ Almighty,
God.
Josie,
Babe,
Jesus,
babe, get out here. Janice is next door screaming at her door again.
Screaming at her door again.
Shut
up.
Janice, come look. Janice is out here at her door. I see this.
Oh.
Mom brain is a crazy thing. I see the crazy, but I also give her a little credit because being a parent is hard.
It is.
Very hard. I've got 3 of them. I didn't remember today was Friday for most of the day. So
oh, there you go. So she's now I'm glad that you've come around and you can see that there's a little bad shit there. There's a little. I said you originally. You're just like that's just mom brain. I'm no. Look in her eyes. There's nothing back there. There's just nothing. She's crazy.
Her husband's over it.
No, he said he never knew the birthday. He never knew the birthday. She's torn up because she was a day off, and he thinks it's in August. Like he thinks.
Hey, what? What month did you say?
It's in March. Get out of here! Oh, your pad fell off. It's in March. Get out of here!
Yeah, Dad had no clue. No clue.
Yeah, no idea.
All right, so I know Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is coming up this weekend. We're not celebrating.
No.
I've already pointed that out. I'm like, listen, it's the big SB weekend. Valentine's Day kind of not happening this year.
The
Not to
NFL
mention
doing
it's a Hallmark holiday.
the NFL doing a disservice to Valentine's Day this year by putting the game on Valentine's weekend. I think that's going to get a lot of people in trouble.
For sure. And no guy is thinking about Valentine's Day when the SB game is that weekend. That's the only thing on their mind. We're watching football. You're making wings, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That'll tell me you love me. Well, if you want the game's only going to be on so long. There's going to be a later evening that you could celebrate and enjoy. And what is becoming fashionable and trendy these days is mantees and men's lingerie.
Come again?
It's lacy panties and lacy leggings things. Some are like mesh shirts that men are wearing to be sexy and in the bedroom, I guess.
Okay.
Do we have some photos?
I didn't pull any photos. I thought you had photos.
Let me share. Hang on. Something you could get with Valentine's Day and really spice things up in the bedroom. All right. These are not women's things. These, if you notice, have areas for your junk, for your man. But they are lacy and doily, very much like you would expect your wife to have on Valentine's Day.
But you got to put your balls in there.
Put your balls in it. Look at this black lacy one with the pink bows.
Beautiful. Look at that.
I think your wife would love that, Bernie.
Oh, yeah.
You should go with that. There's the satin garter mantees that can attach to some leggings. Some mesh
I'm going to say,
leggings.
here's the thing. I would never wear those in a million years, but I will say it looks crazy comfortable.
Especially this one. This one has a why do you need a bra?
Why would you put that on your top? Why would you put a bra on?
Right. All right. So that's one, but let me also share this little masterpiece here.
Okay. This looks so comfortable.
Why are you bringing this?
I'm just saying. Look, I'm not above wearing something for comfort. Like I'll wear it for comfort if it's comfortable.
This is called crossdressingcloset.com. And you don't
have to tell me. I'm already bookmarked. It's already bookmarked.
Look, you can even get heels. You can buy corsets for yourself. There's the mantees again, the ruffled panties with lips on them.
I think once you have designated it cross-dressing, you have entered a different lifestyle. Like I think, I'm like, all right, I might wear the panties just because they might feel good on my balls. But once I go to a website called crossdressingforguys.org, I've officially entered a lifestyle that I am currently not. I've taken the off ramp to a different lifestyle.
I don't want anything to do with any of that stuff. If I did it, it would be for an absolute joke, and my wife would probably think it's funny, but also throw up at the same time.
You look at her, I got some lacy under things on right now.
Here's what I'm really nervous about now that we've kind of shared what is trending this year for Valentine's Day with the manties. What do you think my Facebook algorithm is going to look like now for the ads?
Can we talk about the Facebook algorithm, by the way? The fact that the Facebook algorithm, the only thing the Facebook algorithm wants to sell me is stuff to control my snoring and stuff to give me boners. Like, that is the only thing that Facebook wants to give me now. Like, if the things that I want to buy 2 things.
Once you hit a certain age group, you start getting the AARP, and then you get the Facebook ads from just ED pills. And
you're getting close to a certain age. You're getting a boner, right? Is everything okay with your boner? Because if it's not, we got some stuff.
Listen, we understand you're losing all your hair and your boner won't work. So here's 2 things that you could probably utilize right now. Can we just put them all into one pill?
Right, exactly.
Here's an article about
Soundgarden and boner pills. We understand you're from the 90s.
Based on your Google searches, we realize that you're way older.
It's not even Google, so I'm not having a problem in that arena. But for some reason, they think I am. I don't understand why.
Well, now I'm going to get a bunch of manties for the next 7 weeks.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
I came across that several times today when I was looking through my feed, and I'm like, what is happening here? It's a thing. Men are wearing these fishnetty things in the bedroom, apparently.
It's got to make you feel
if they're selling it, it's got to be selling, right? Or are they just trying?
It's got to be working, right? Is it comfortable? Do you think it's comfortable? I would imagine it's probably.
Well, I'm wearing some right now. Do you want to? What if? What if I pull?
Oh, it'd be so great if you committed to the joke enough to wait on me to ask, and then you're like, "Well, take a look at these."
A week ago, I ordered a pair, and I got to tell you.
By the way, tune in to the big halftime show, and you'll find out if I.
What if I really enjoyed it? That's the thing.
That's what
I'm making fun of it.
Like, I don't even care. Like, if you were like, all right, I'm doing it, like, I might give you the business a little bit, but whatever. Wear what you got to wear. It's COVID. It's COVID. All bets are off. COVID. You wear lingerie at the house now.
I will say I've had silk boxers before, and it wasn't that pleasurable. Like, it was not there. It was awkward.
Yeah, Bruno
especially
Mars
if you get into the zone and then it gets a little, juicy, and the silk boxers. Are we getting too much here?
It gets a little juicy. That's got to be uncomfortable to dress like Bruno Mars.
Every
just
day.
All the time. Just like he just does that all the time. It's like, Bruno, do you not perspirate at all? That's got to all stick to you, dude.
True.
Like Uptown Funk. The name of your biggest hit and what I'm getting off of you while you have silk boxers stuck to your. Yeah.
I could see Bruno Mars being into the manties.
He's an out. He's like 3 degrees removed from it now. He's constantly wearing like silk pajamas. He looks like Hugh Hefner.
He's trying to be the next Hugh.
Well, we're getting rid of the current Hugh. Like we're not the current Hugh. We're not doing the current Hugh anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cancel culture came after him after his death.
Right.
Because nobody assumed that Hugh Hefner was
right.
Maybe a little sketch.
I do.
That runs Playboy and has a whole mansion full of bunnies and old men that like to come party with him. A little sketch, maybe. Yeah, I thought so the whole time.
He
gets
funny.
A pass. He's freaking Hugh Hefner.
There's an A&E documentary right now revealing the secrets of the Playboy Mansion, and can I tell you, I'm all in. Like I am all like, I don't like to like I will say I don't love deconstructing somebody's life after it's gone, but you do look at Hugh Hefner and you're like, how was that not a thing before now? Like, all of these people went to the Playboy Mansion and did God knows what for 40 years.
Right.
And you're like, maybe it wasn't all on the up and up.
Oh, nobody's going to be the whistleblower. They're not getting invited to the next party.
No.
Now you can whistleblow because there's no more parties. So
I guess. I think that's funny. I'm all in. I'm all in on tearing apart Hugh Hefner. I don't know why. I'm all in.
I don't know about you, but anytime the Olympics pop on, I become all in. But I feel like there's a sport we're missing. And you could do it summer or winter. Olympics. Should we do this? Should we
can
introduce
take a look at it,
the pillow fighting championship as our Viridiacy of the week?
Ooh, okay, yeah, we can do that.
Pillow fighting championship is a real sport that they just had the championship rounds for. There's people like they're almost like in the wrestling realm.
Marcus the Joker.
Yeah. The Joker.
So there's a guy named there's a guy fighting named the Joker. He's dressed up like the Joker.
All right.
The Joker. Say ho.
So the Joker's coming in, and then the other
guy is the other guy the Joker too?
There's two Jokers in the ring right now. One of them has a full face of makeup and green hair, and the wrestling pants on. The other looks more like an MMA style with just green hair.
It looks like the other guy looks like he's Steve-O. Like it looks like a Jackass stunt.
It does look like it. So this is a legit PFC fighting championship. They have a whole organization. They don't hit each other with their hands.
They fight with pillows.
They beat each other in the face with cotton pillows. And apparently there's a technique to it. Oh, he just knocked him down like 3 times. He's bouncing around with a smile. Does it? I mean, if you get like a hardcore smash in the face with a pillow, are you going down? Like,
it depends on what's in the pillowcase. Let's ask there. How hard is the pillowcase?
Yeah. Do they check everybody's pillowcase? Make sure there's not rocks in
like
it.
It's PEDs. Look for PEDs.
And how do you get into this sport? These men look trained. They look actually fairly fit.
Yeah.
And they're like, at what point in your life do you transition into the World Pillow Fighting Championship?
The one guy looks like the Jared Leto Joker, and nobody wants that.
No, and the other one looks like
the Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we know how that ends.
I don't know what the problem with the video is.
Yeah, the video not coming through, but you get the point. Is there another video we can pop up of some pillow fighting?
I can do that. I can do another video. Let's see what happens.
The Ultimate Pillow Fighting Championship.
And his opponent.
There's like 12 people there. Hold on. Look, while we're frozen, look at the crowd.
There's nobody there.
3 of the rows in the front are empty. Yeah. Why is that?
Yeah,
it's because nobody cares about you hitting people with pillows.
Right.
We did this when we were 7.
There was other things to do that night in Mexico City.
I wonder what the announcer gets paid. Because I'm down to announce the Pillow Fighting Championship.
Oh, yeah,
if
that'd
I'm
be
getting
great.
paid right.
Okay, this is...
And here comes Christian Curran with another left side jab with a blue pillow. Why is this a thing? I did not know this was a thing until this week when I found out that Pillow Fighting Championship's happening.
Yeah, that's
why have I never been told or invited to these events is what I want to know. Fantastic. I've been to plenty of fighting events that were legit, like boxing, fighting, fist to fist, but never something so ridiculous as a pillow fighting competition.
I would, if I were in a college town, this would be a Thirsty Thursday. Thirsty Thursday, you go down.
But there wouldn't be like grown ass men doing it. It would be women, like teenage girls in bikinis.
No. I'm saying you do men doing it. They didn't do that stuff.
You want to watch some dudes just hit each other with pillows?
Oh yeah, sure. Why not?
I would say like 20, 21-year-old girls in like.
Well, I'd rather watch
and mud.
That.
That would be.
Well,
funner.
You're turning it into something completely different. I'm in it for the pureness of the sport.
So let's say you hold the belt for the Pillow Fighting Championship. Is that something you tell people?
Well, it's not a belt. It's not a belt. Number one, it's a silk robe. It's a belt.
Bruno Mars is the champion.
The Bruno Mars is the guy. We tied the strings together. Yes, we've hit for the comedy cycle. Everybody, Bruno Mars.
Does your mother, when you're a pillow fighting champion, does your mother tell her girlfriends how proud she is, or is she just like, yes, Chris is still fucking hitting people with pillows? I don't know. I've tried to tell him. I'm so annoyed. I wish he would just get that accounting job I've always wanted him to have.
So stupid.
This is so stupid.
So stupid. All right. Well, that is it for the show this week. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for joining us on social media on Sunday night, right around the time where they're starting the halftime show on the big game. Go to your Twitch, go to your Facebook, go to your YouTube, and you can join us for the Superb Owl halftime show. This is weird doing that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Little bonus Superb Owl episode. So be there for it.
good.
We appreciate you. Appreciate you being a part of the Weird family, and keep interacting with us on the socials too. We love it.
Join us next time. Thank you for joining us this week. See